blessed with. And listen, God isn't particularly concerned about who you are, where you're from, what you believe or you don't believe in, but you see, he gave us all life equally. And that is why I have come here to tell you that, listen, God is a good God and God is a merciful God, but we the people, we are not good people. We are not good people. The human being that God created, my God, we are so terrible. We are so terrible in the sense that it will shock you when you hear the things that your fellow human is doing to another human. You're going to wonder, Shana, so was this the ideal plan of God for the human being when he was creating us? Absolutely not. The reason why God made us in the different, shades and sizes and colors, and different culture as we are is so that we can appreciate ourselves. It's so that we can coexist as a people, and it's so that we can be a blessing to one another. It's so that this one can lend a hand to this one on the area where they don't have what they have, so that they can give to them, and these other ones, can lend a helping hand to those people on what they don't have. That is the essence why God created us, so that we can cohabit together and then coexist together and be a blessing to one another. But it's crazy what we have become. It's just so unfortunate, the things that we hear every day that we the humans are doing. Does it not shock you when you see yourself act in the manner that you act against your fellow human? Does it not make you feel ashamed of yourself, the way that you behave to your fellow human? Come on now, come on. That fellow human that you're behaving in that manner that you're behaving to, they had feelings, they feel pains, they get hurt, they feel hurt just like you. But yet, you don't just care. Because of your selfish reason, you don't just care. Can you imagine how Sandra Duro paid somebody to sabotage Natasha? You see, there are some things that men would do. I can relate, like I can try to, put my head around it. But there are some things that when women do to their fellow women, like I cannot understand it. It doesn't go well with me. You are a woman. You are the one who carries pregnancy for 9 months. You are the one who goes through the trauma of pregnancy. You are the one who goes through the unbearable moments of pregnancy, or during pregnancy rather. You are the one who doesn't sleep well in the way that you're supposed to sleep to feel comfortable during pregnancy. You are the one who gives birth. You are the one who goes through, the pains of giving birth to a child. It doesn't just end there. You are the one who nurtures this child to grow. You are the one who sees this child every second of that child when he's growing. It is on the shoulder of the woman. It is the responsibility of the woman to ensure that her child is fine, that our child does not crawl into fire, that our child does not crawl and then go and take one sharp object and swallow. But yet you will have the infantry and so much nerves to do harm to someone, to your fellow woman, who has summoned so much courage to speak up against inhuman treatment. What is wrong with you? Even if you don't have children right now, the truth will still remain that you're going to have children. And even if you're thinking that you don't want to have children like some people wish for, it doesn't mean that you don't have families who have children, or that you don't have families who are children, who are living in this country, who are going to be going through the ill treatment, the unfair, treatment, the people living as slaves rather than living like citizens that they are meant to be. What is wrong with you, Nigerians? So because of someone, because of another person, you will want to enslave the whole nation because of one person. Can't you see that we are not being fair to ourselves? Can't you see that we are not being fair to ourselves? And then we go to churches, we pray that God should help vindicate Nigeria. And then the same Nigeria who are praying to God to vindicate Nigeria are the same people who are joining forces to enslave Nigerians. We go to Moses to pray that God should vindicate Nigeria. But the same Muslims are the same people who are fighting against the people who wish this country well. What is wrong with us? A traditional person will go to his shrine. He is praying that his gods should help vindicate Nigeria. But you will still see that among the traditional believers, you will see that a traditional believer is also fighting against the same traditional believer person who is also fighting for the justice, for the good cause of this country. When are we going to wake up from this thing that is wrong and begin to act like a people? To begin to see that what is wrong with one is equally wrong to all. To begin to see that if something happens to one and you are living in that country, like we are living in Nigeria now, that if something is wrong with one, that is wrong with all. What is wrong with us? Do you know that if we stand by each other, support each other, believe in what we are supposed to believe in as a people, that our lives will be better, and that our life would have been better compared to what it is right now? Because there are some people who will rather want to sell their future, not just of their own, but the future of their generations. They don't care. They have what they call conscience. Their conscience is being dead. You are not particularly bothered about how girls are being missing every day by day in this country. You are not particularly concerned about how a male child is being missing and nobody knows where the child is, because it is not your child that is being taken. You still get mouth. They fight people where they speak out against all this kind of inhuman treatment in the country. You don't know that we are all one under God, and as a people that it is not supposed to be a segment or a segment where these people are the most favorable and these people are not needed. That we are supposed to be treated fairly and equally as a human being first, and as a citizen mostly as expected. And then you see somebody who cares not about her life, like the likes of Natasha, who is fighting not just for her own people, but for the women of Nigeria who have been suppressed for long, who have been silenced for long. When you talk, they will tell you that it's a man's world. But without the women, the men wouldn't have been given birth to. They forgot that we are the pillars, and that anywhere where you find women, go and check, you will see progress and prosperity. There is a popular saying that says, when you see a man who is making it in life, look again, you will see that he has a strong supportive system, which is in form of a woman. There is a reason why God looked at the man and realized that this man is empty, that this man is not yet complete. There is a reason why God created a woman out of a man. If not, God is an all-wise God. There wouldn't have been need for God to create a woman after he must have finished creating the man if a woman was not important. When are you people going to wake up to realize the fact that a woman isn't just a woman, but that a woman is a builder, and a woman is someone who sustains that which you have been able to acquire? That a woman is a sustainability. That a woman's might is so vast that even a man cannot dare to comprehend or try to measure to a woman's strength. Are you playing with me? Let me shock you in case you've been looking down on a woman. Do you know that the pain that a woman goes through during childbirth is the kind of pain that science has said that, or medically, that the human body does not have the capacity to endure that kind of a pain? That the pain that a woman goes through during childbirth supersedes the kind of pain that a human body normally can bear or can absorb or can endure. And that is what a woman goes through during childbirth. And they play with who woman be. What is wrong with you? And I'm so disappointed in your life, because you're a disgrace to the